Okay, y'all remember this ring? It was broken. Now it's not broken. Now it's completely remade. But after we got it finished, we sized it to here. Well, it turns out the customer needs to be around here somewhere. So how do we determine what size it is? What we do is we have these things. They're called ring sizers. And that ring is here. And we know this is too big, so let's go down one. And we'll have our customer stick her hand out here. That's still a little big. Let's go one more. That one's better. You always size for the knuckle. I'm going to try one smaller, but it's going to be too small. Yeah, that's too tight right there. So the size we need was the one just above this. You probably can't see that, but it says 7.5. So how do we make this ring from an 8.5 to a 7.5? Okay, right now we're in an 8.5. We need to be here, which is exactly one size. If you look right here, we have a gauge across here that we need to take my pair of dividers and go from a 7 to an 8. Even though we're going from an 8.5 to a 7.5, it's the same thing. So we need to remove this much metal out of this ring right here. So we're just going to take and hold it, and we're going to scribe 2 lines, just like that. Okay. All right, a pro tip here. Just because I didn't like where I scribed those lines, but I know about what I'm doing. So what I did, or what I'm doing now, is cutting one line straight, spinning it around, then using that line as a guide to get another straight line over there. See, my other mark was way over here. I wasn't as centered as I thought I was. Now, so here is my line. Let me get where I can see it. All right, my saw blade is sitting right on that line. I'm going to go just inside that line and cut there, and let's remove this piece of gold. Don't worry, the cleaning crew will clean it up. So here in a second, I'm going to show you why we cut inside the line. All right, now watch, we're going to close this gap with these special pliers. We're going to bend it there. We're going to turn it. We're going to bend it there. Then we're going to bring it in line. About like that. But if you look real close, see how that line is not a nice, perfectly flat line? That's why we cut inside the line. So now I've got room. I'm going to run a saw blade through and clean that up, and it will put me right on the line. What I want to do now is come through here and real carefully cut through that line, and it'll just true the edges up. Okay, as you can see, we've got a good straight line. Oh God, it's on fire. I hope this doesn't ruin it. Oh no. All right, what we're actually doing is we're putting a coating of boric acid on the ring, and it just keeps the gold from discoloring other places other than where we're going to work on it. So that's just something that we do before we solder. All right. Let's solder this back together using 14 karat white gold solder. Like magic. Okay, even though we are going to a 7.5 for our client, the ring is at 6 1/4, and let me show you why. If you look straight down on that ring stick, that I made the adjustment, if you remember, I bent it from here down. I bent the bottom half. If I can get away without like adjusting the top, I'm going to try to do that. So it doesn't matter what it measures here. What really matters is, does it fit? So since our client is standing right beside me, let's see her finger. I like. Okay, because it fits, let's just start making it look like I've never worked on it before. All right. Is it going to fit? Look at that. Snug over the knuckle, just like magic.